Hello world, I'm Mandy Mundo, and for this video we are doing a 2-day trek to Machu Picchu.
We'll start with an early morning pickup from Cusco City, approximately 4:15 a.m.
After an hour-and-a-half car ride, it's time to get on the train. Everybody else is here too. That's gonna be ours, train carriage G. Because we had to wake up so early, the hotel provided a to-go breakfast. So we have a quinoa bar, piece of fruit, ham and cheese sandwich, and a pineapple juice. The train ride is about an hour and a half, and some of the people are stopping on the Inca Trail to do the hike, and some of the people are going one stop further to get to actual Aguas Calientes town so they can do a Machu Picchu tour themselves. Not hike to it. Not like us. We're working for our living. But they've got some windows. Look at the scenery. Some rivers, mountains, all kinds of stuff. We made it to the Inca Trail stop, I think at kilometer 106. A bunch of other people got off the train too. So now we're gonna get ready. So first you check in with your passports at the first stop. I think there's multiple stops where we have to check our passports. And we got to the front of the line. And now we're going to use the baño and get ready. That's the baño. Bring your own toilet paper. We have begun. So we're gonna do a slow, gradual climb, kind of switchbacking all the way up there. And then we're going to walk over, and that's Machu Picchu Mountain. It's going to take us about 2 to 3 hours, and then we stop for lunch. The people who do a 4-day or a 5-day trek have porters carry their stuff, so that's a porter right there heading back down to catch the train home. So there is a hydro plant down there that supplies the electricity for all of Cusco region. About 1 million people in total in several different provinces. Our guide says that we're actually doing okay, that there's a lot of people behind us, and we're having a good pace. I'm going very slow, but we're doing okay with the breathing and stuff. So I don't know if it was because we had Rainbow Mountain already, or if we're acclimated, or what. But we're probably 45 minutes in. And the stairs just keep going. Jeremy's a bit ahead of me, but it doesn't matter, because would you look at that? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. We've made it to our stopping point for lunch, but we're not gonna have lunch yet. First, we're gonna go see an Inca site. So we delayered, had a rest, and a little bit more trekking, but without our packs this time. Oh, got a picture of you. So this is what we're going to see in Yawaima, a religious town and agricultural center. Here's some animals in the area, and actually we saw this one. It's kind of like a raccoon. well, we saw the bushes moving. We didn't actually see the animal, but yeah, little critters.
According to the inclusions, there are 25 houses. So people estimate between 80 to 100 people have been living according to the houses. And also in the upper part there is still some
so it was abandoned for about 400 years or so. So the forest overgrew it, and then the archaeologists rebuilt most of it. So our guide said 60% of this is rebuilt.
So on the side of the mountain there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's another carved trail.
That's for if you start at kilometer 104. Unfortunately, during the rainy season, there was a landslide, so the trail is closed right now and it hasn't been fixed. That's why we started at kilometer 106. So in total, our whole 2-day trek, or today actually, is only going to be 10 kilometers instead of 12 kilometers.
This is the religious area and the temple. The 7 windows represent the 7 colors of the rainbow.
Like the rainbow flag we saw in Cusco. And Jeremy's not going to go down because he doesn't want to walk back up, but I'm going to go down. Oh, it looks so steep.
I want to see the houses.
The steps are a little skinny, so we gotta walk sideways a bit. Oh my goodness. All right, I did it. Here's the house. 2 sides, and then they'd have straw roofs. But my gosh, look at those mountains. It's ridiculous. Oh, this is cool. And there's nobody here. Like, there's a couple of the people who also trekked who are on the train with us. But other than that, like, there's nobody here. So you'd have the whole thing to yourself. Too cool. Oh, imagine looking out your window at that. So for our box lunch, we have maybe a beef sandwich and then some quinoa. And there was also fruit and an extra water bottle. That first part took us about 2 hours. Some people even passed us. And the time is now 11:27, and we're starting the second half of the day. So really, it's probably going to be 2.5 hours more. So maybe only 4.5 hours total of trekking. Oh, these are camping sites.
Yeah, for Inca Trail hikers, the 3rd camping site is this one.
And look what we have. The river! Yes, quite lovely with the mountains. And there's Jeremy. He looks so handsome. Oh yeah, that's a good shot, Jeremy. Just look out onto the vista. No, just for us. Huh? I just wanted a picture of you for us. Oh. The good news is that this is mostly flat. There's a few ups and downs, but very small. So, much easier. And we've drunk a lot of our water, ate a lot of our food, so our packs are less.
The 2-day, 1-night trek package is $522 US per person, and it includes the 1 night of lodging and most of your meals.
Ooh, I see it. Oh, he's huge. Not as big as Australia. So that is Machu Picchu Mansion. So we're gonna go on the other side. And I didn't know this, but you do have to carry your own box lunch. So as soon as you leave the train station, you have to carry your own lunch. I thought that lunch would be waiting for us at the stopping point. I didn't know I had to carry it, so we have very small packs. So didn't plan that we'd have to fit food in it, but we made it work. But just know that. So definitely bring a small pack, as small as you can, but make sure there's still room in it for your lunch. So right down there, those little green roofs, that's where we started. And we climbed all the way up, and then our lunch stop is over there. So long way. Some of the path is very narrow, so just be careful. And our guide said that a couple weeks ago, somebody actually fell over and died. Ugh, because it is rather steep down. And that's not even the scariest one. We also just saw some wild turkeys in the trees. Now we've come to the last hard part of the day. They call them the monkey steps. Basically you have to go up probably on your hands and feet like Jerem's doing. It'll only take a couple minutes. Task complete. And Jeremy says if I come up more, there's a view. Oh. Oh, yes. So, in the distance is where we had lunch and the ruins. So we've come this way. Nice. Almost to the sun gate, where we can see Machu Picchu. Is this it? Did we make it? I don't know. Let's go see. There's my chair bear. Oh my gosh. Jerem. Look. It's right there. Oh, there's a windy road with a tour bus going on. Alright, now we're gonna hike down. So, there she is. It's a little bit longer. Oh. Beautiful scenery the whole way. And steps the whole way.
The past life, the present life, and the future life. 3 levels under the ground. This life where we are now, and the future life. And then they had to put over here after praying, asking permission, wishes for the good life, like everything. Put their 3 coca leaves. That's why there are many coca leaves around. Okay, many coca. So you can see here the 3 cocas representing to our 3 worlds of the life, and then to the 3 sacred animals of the Incas: snake, puma, and condor. Snake represents.
Locals will actually chew on coca leaves for energy.
There's still a lot of people at the grassy knoll, probably taking a bunch of pictures.
As a toilet facility at the corner of the rock.
The sacred rock
So
of
that
Machu
moment I
Picchu.
close it.
Closed because people were using it as a toilet. This is where the Machu Picchu buildings start. So before we get to the grand finale, there's even some ruins up here. We're nearly there. So the time is now 2:03, so approximately 6 hours and 20 minutes total, including our stop for lunch. And right now we are on Circuit 1, and we're going to the main viewpoint. Ah, look at all those people. Oh my gosh, almost there. Almost there. Look. Oh. There she is.
You can see very well also.
Wow.
Some classic view that you may see in the postcard pictures is this, with the mountain in the background.
This finishes day 1 of our tour, so this is Circuit 1. And then tomorrow we are doing Circuit 3, which is actually going through the ruins. And we're not doing Circuit 2, so I don't know what that all entails. But this is our last chance to be here at this viewpoint. And then we're going to go catch the bus to Aguas Calientes.
We went out for dinner and I got traditional soup as a starter. I think Jeremy got trout ceviche.
For our main course, I got the lomo saltado, which is the Peruvian dish we haven't tried yet. And Jeremy got trout, because there's trout in these waters.
You really don't know where you're staying till you get here. So we're staying at the Santuario, and we really got spoiled. Nice big room and a balcony with a view. This is Aguas Calientes. For the second day, we're taking the bus back up to Machu Picchu, and we're going to do a tour on circuit number 3.
The road is so windy and narrow that sometimes only one bus can fit.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. For 5 soles, you can store your luggage or day pack if you don't want to carry it. And then for 2 soles, you can use the toilet. Circuit 3.
The company organizes this tour for you and your entrance tickets, so you don't have to worry about buying your Machu Picchu ticket separate.
If you only have a ticket for Circuit 3, then you can't go up top to see the viewpoint. That was Circuit 1 or 2. So just know that. So the Machu Picchu city was built after 1438. That's when the Inca expansion started with the 9th Inca king. They think it was occupied for about 100 years, and then when the conquistadors came to South America, they told the people living in Machu Picchu City, you have to abandon because the conquistadors are coming. Well, the conquistadors never made it this way, so the city was abandoned and was not rediscovered again until 1911 by a North American. the locals knew it was here, but the North American discovered it and put money into it to start the restoration.
And then crossing each other.
Original wall?
Look, that's why when we had a big
Restoration
earthquakes
wall.
in the past,
It's terrible.
Inca buildings were
Original wall, reconstructed wall, and how the roof probably looked. Straw thatched roof.
It's a residence? Yeah. 2-bedroom.
Ooh.
the King House, La Casa del Inca. It's named two different buildings with a high doors. Have a look, very high. Incas were very short, but their door is so high. This one is
This is the
There are
Golden
three
Temple.
important animals in the religion: the snake, the puma, and the
This is
condor.
a very nice.
And this is the temple of the condor. So these two rocks were natural, and someone noticed that it looks like
They are the real
the wings of the condor in flight.
Those niches
And then
are
down here is the head of the condor, and they carved the beak.
in South America is the bird with the biggest.
This part has been opened up to show you the foundation. So underneath all of the city is about 2 meters of foundation. Whole thing. The different levels, the terraces, those would be for different crops. And it rains here probably 10 months of the year, so that's all the irrigation that they needed. They carved into the rock a canal to help with transporting water. Luckily, the material, the granite, was already here, so the quarry was kind of over there. And our guide said they estimate it took about 50 to 60 years to build, but they only occupied it for 100. Very sad. The site was chosen probably because of religious reasons, so being closer to the gods. Also for protection reasons, so you're not near your enemies. And then possibly also for geographic regions. You're in between the Andes and the Amazon, so access to both regions. Yep, rain's coming in. So that's Machu Picchu Mountain. You can pay extra to hike up there. It takes about an hour. And then that is Machu Picchu Mountain. And that hike takes about 2 hours. We said no, thank you. We didn't need to do that. And Machu Picchu isn't even the original name of the city. They actually don't know what the original name is. So in 1911, when the North American rediscovered it, there were some families living nearby and told him that yes, that is Machu Picchu Mountain. So they just called the city after the mountain. That concludes our tour of Machu Picchu. And now we're going to head back into town for a few hours of free time. Did you know you can also hike up to Machu Picchu from the town? So throughout this windy road, there are sets of stairs. Now we're going to go check out the market in Aguas Calientes. Looks like every booth is basically the same stuff. Oh my gosh, it keeps going and going and going. I bought a magnet and a couple of cards. And I wanted an baby alpaca poncho. At first she said 600 soles, which is $200, and then she went down to 400, which is still $130. And I don't know, that much for a scarf for your body. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Now we're gonna go have lunch before we take the train back. Hola. Gracias. I don't know. I got trout tartare, and Jeremy got ceviche again. There's my tartare, and there's his ceviche. I also got alpaca. And Jeremy's mad at me because he says I ordered too much food. The alpaca and gnocchi, delicious. And my tartare, fabulous. And actually our guide said that's the best restaurant in the town. It's very good. We really got lucky with our entry ticket. Actually, we didn't even have a set time. It was anytime between 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. you can go. We decided to go at 9, which was awesome. Right now it is 2 o'clock. And look at the line to get on the buses to Machu Picchu. There's probably like 200 people in this line. Oh my goodness. So that does it for our 2-day trek to Machu Picchu. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.